squish in as much as we can, as quickly as we can before first pitch for a team photo. Stay on the field for national anthem. Line up on the third baseline, please.
Stay on the field.
Here are the umpires for today's game. The home plate umpire is Zeke Fair. At first base, Barrett Fleck. And at third base, Mike Richards.
Mike Richards in voting. Getting started here this afternoon.
Here's
we needed a long and elaborate billet recognition ceremony.
Presented by Kurtz KFC. Leading off, the shortstop, number 13, Ben Wallacejack. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 27, Williams Edwards. Batting third, the center fielder, number 39, Austin Gurney. Batting cleanup, the catcher, number 15, Andy Brevis. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 7, Robert Estrada. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 2, Jackson Martin. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 14, Abe Albert. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 26, Jackson Yeager. Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 9, Casey Phillips. And today's starting pitcher for the Moose Jaw Miller Express, number 11, Joe Gutierrez. And now here's today's starting lineup for your Swift Current 57s, presented by Kurtz KFC. Leading off, the left fielder, number 25, Silas Hilton. Batting second, the catcher, number 15, Casey Prychek. Batting third, the third baseman, number 30, Wilmer Henriquez. Batting cleanup, the center fielder, number 1, Jose Ayala. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 9, Rydell Adair. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 8, Luis Ayala. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 18, Trig Mapes. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 31, Ethan Bailey. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 11, Hudson Unger. And today's starting pitcher for your Swift Current 57s, number 31, Giancarlos Rodriguez. Fans of Swift Current 57s acknowledge that we are gathered today on traditional lands referred to as Treaty 4 territory, the original lands of the Cree, Ojibwe, Saulteaux, Dakota, Nakota, and Lakota nations, and on the homeland of the Métis. Now at this time, we ask that you please stand if you're able to and remove your hats. And let's join Rebra and Kanye Bai as she performs O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
And now we have a very special guest for our ceremonial first pitch today. Please join us in giving a warm welcome to Nora Boo. In August 2024, Nora was diagnosed with B-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Since then, she's been undergoing treatment as an outpatient at Jim Pattison Children's Hospital in Saskatoon. Her care includes intravenous chemotherapy, lumbar punctures, and oral chemotherapy. Her family's made many trips between here and Saskatoon for her treatments, and this routine will continue for the next year or so. Despite the challenges, Nora is responding very well to treatment. Her resilience and positivity inspire everyone around her. Nora is a bright, sweet, and funny 7-year-old with a huge heart. She loves being active and spending time with her friends. Soccer, gymnastics, arts and crafts, and camping with her family are just a few of the things that bring her joy. And we're happy to have her this evening. Current weather conditions, partly cloudy, 25 degrees with a humidex factor of 30. The wind is light.
All right, here we go. The Swift Current 57s and the Moose Jaw Miller Express. A little Sunday afternoon action for you on a long weekend. It's Ryan Schweitzer bringing you the balls and strikes from Mitchell Field. Yeah, the Swift Current 57s back to their regular persona here. Don't have to worry about calling them the right team name with ground squirrels and such. But yeah, Swift Current and Moose Jaw getting the start tonight for Swift Current is Giancarlo Rodriguez. He's warming up on the mound right now. This will be his 7th appearance, 9 innings of work. He has struck out 9 and walked 10. ERA of 3 for Rodriguez, and this will be the first time he's faced the Moose Jaw Miller Express in those 6 appearances, 6 prior. So first look at Giancarlo Rodriguez for the Moose Jaw Miller Express, who are going to be sending Ben Wallachek out of Wichita, Kansas. William Edwards will hit second, and Austin Gurney will bat third for the Miller Express. 25 degrees Celsius with the humidex. It feels like 30, so 86-degree day here, if you follow the Fahrenheit scale. Rodriguez is pitching to Casey Prychek, Luis Ayala at first, Rydell Adair at second, Trig Mapes at short, Wilmer Enriquez at third, Silas Hilton, Jose Ayala, and Hudson Unger making up the outfield. Wallachek, 313 average on the year, followed by Will Edwards hitting 350 and Austin Gurney hitting 359. No teams going up or down the standings in this one. Moose Jaw locked in 4th place in the WCBL East. They are destined to take on the juggernaut Saskatoon Berries in round 1. Regina and Medicine Hat will also meet in round 1 in the 2-3 matchup, with Medicine Hat having home field advantage in that series. Moose Jaw is going to give Joe Gutierrez the start on the mound here as Giancarlo Rodriguez. 2-1 the count to the leadoff hitter Wallachek as that pitch was just off the plate. Sails to the backstop. 57s wind down the regular season tomorrow with the Weyburn Beavers in town. Line shot up the middle. Leadoff guy on for the Miller Express. Fastball just below the letters. Rodriguez, right arm from the Bronx. William Edwards out of New South Wales, Australia. Runner in motion, Wallachek. Throw is on time. Just Adair couldn't apply the tag. And a swipe bag for Wallachek, putting him in scoring position with nobody out. Giancarlo. Fastball right at the belt. 1-2 count here to Edwards with the always dangerous Austin Gurney on deck. Nobody out. Runner on at second base via a hit and a stolen base. Another shot up the middle. Trig Mapes gets horizontal, but Wallachek chugging around third and heading for home. RBI single for Will Edwards, and the Miller Express go up 1-0 here in the top of the first inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 39, Austin Gurney.
Center fielder Austin Gurney, big 3-hole guy, 359 average on the year. Five home runs to go with 59 runs batted in. Gurney, potential for 2 here, 6-4, and 3. There you go. Changes the complexion of things now with 2 out.
Now batting, the catcher, number 15, Andy Rivas.
Will Edwards with his league-leading 64th RBI so far this inning. 2 top RBI guys in the league play for the Miller Express. William Edwards, 63, and Austin Gurney, who just grounded into that double play but has 59 on the year. Pitch is down and away, righty on righty, 1-1 the count. Andy Rivas out of the Bronx. There's 2 players maybe acquainted with each other away from the WCBL, Rodriguez and Rivas, both out of the Bronx. Two-one. Off-speed pitch. Rivas out in front of that offering. And Deuce is wild now. Full count. The 3-2. Strike three. Got him looking. And that'll do it for the Moose Jaw Miller Express in the top of the first. They get 1 run on 2 hits, no 57 errors, and nobody left on base. 1-0 Moose Jaw heading to the bottom of the first here on Flow Sports.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Welcome back to Mitchell Field, the venue for the Swift Current 57s and the Moose Jaw Miller Express WCBL action. On a holiday Sunday afternoon, Ryan Schweitzer bringing you the action as Joe Gutierrez out at Tacoma, Washington. Right-handed pitcher gets the start on the mound for the Miller Express. His 7th start of the year and 13th appearance. 35 innings of work, so he averages around 3 innings per outing, Gutierrez does. 34 strikeouts to 22 walks. He's 1-2 on the year with a 7.64 earned run average. So you wonder if late in the season, Moose Jaw Miller Express, Gutierrez, yeah, his 7th start. He's no stranger to opening up games, but perhaps the Miller Express going to bullpen this one. As Silas Hilton pop up. And catch is made. Rivas getting a fine beat on that ball and 1 down. Gutierrez working efficiently on the mound. 1 pitch, 1 out. As Casey Prychek digs in now. On a Sunday afternoon like this, if I have like a bunch of individual beers of different brands in my fridge, I call that a bullpen game. Fouled off. Miller Express leading this one 1-0. Will Edwards, his league-leading 64th RBI of the season, bringing home Ben Wallachek, who singled, stole, and then was knocked home from second. Gutierrez off the plate to Prychek. It's a 2-1 count here. Hot one. 25 degrees Celsius. That's about 76 Fahrenheit. But with the Humidex, it's the humidity that gets you, making it feel 30 Celsius, which is low 80s Fahrenheit. And there's a long strike for Gutierrez. Prychek hitting that one on the screws, but foul. Oh, I'm going to drop some weight in this sweaty broadcast booth today. The wind is not going the right way to cool things down in here. Prychek swings and misses. And that'll be out number 2 of the bottom of the first.
Now batting, sponsored by Senior Awards, the third baseman, number 30, Wilmer Rodriguez.
That's all right. I don't mind sweating a few pounds off today. I dummied a whole Triffon's pizza last night watching SummerSlam. Triffon's pizza, just amazing Saskatchewan-style pizza. Extra greasy, lots of cheese. They pile the meat high and deep. It's like lunch meat as Wilmer Enriquez grounds out via the 5-3. Honest Abe Alberg on target to Jackson Yeager. And the 57s go 3 up, 3 down. Only 7 pitches required from Joe Gutierrez. Top of the second we go. 1-0 for the Jaw here on Flow Sports.
For more than 25 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Access Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Thanks to Full Line
Giancarlo Rodriguez facing Robert Estrada. To get things going in the second inning here, 1-0 Moose Jaw leads it. Top of the 2 now. The Miller Express trying to add to their 1-0 lead. And they're going to go 5, 6, 7 in their batting order. Robert Estrada hitting .313 on the year. Jackson Martin on deck, and Honest Abe Alberg will also see an at-plate appearance here. Breaking ball right across the plate for strike 1. 1-1 the count here in this meeting of Rodriguez and Estrada. 57's hosting the Weyburn Beavers tomorrow, 7:05 start, and that's it for the 2025 season. Miller Express wanting to get through this one as healthy as they can, as that shot swatted to third base. Wilmer Enriquez, the 5-3 putout. Wilmer delighting the beer-drinking masses at Mitchell Field with that putout. Estrada, the dubious honor of being the beer batter, as Jackson Martin digs in. Native of Grand Coulee, Saskatchewan. Giancarlo Rodriguez throwing strikes here. Righty on lefty matchup. 0-1. Rodriguez right around the plate with his first 2 offerings here to Martin. Just missing a bit up and out on that last offering. Three and 1 count now. Martin will be looking for something he can drive here. 3-1. And Martin puts lumber to baseball and a dying quail over top of Trig Mapes. As that ball placed neatly between the shortstop and the center fielder.
Now batting the third baseman, number 14, Abe Alberg.
And it's a one-out single for Martin as Abe Alberg to the plate now with Jackson Yeager on deck. Fastball, strike one. Oppo shot by Alberg, and Martin's going to gallop around second and head to third base. And Alberg, a one-out single, advancing the runner to third, and runners on the corners. And Jackson Yeager, who's got 34 runs batted in on the year, with the opportunity for more here. 1 down and 2 on here in the top of the second. Miller Express already with a 1-0 lead on the power of 4 hits thus far. Righty, pitch down and away. Blocked by Prychek. Fouled towards Moose Jaw's dugout. Yeah, Moose Jaw just wanted to get through the end of the year here, and they got that first-round date with the Saskatoon Berries. Eric Marriott and the Moose Jaw Miller Express, no pressure on them in that first-round series. As the Berries poised to break a win record. Runner is out at second, however, Martin scores backdoor. So Casey Prychek and Trig Mapes gun down Alberg, but Martin comes in to score, and the Miller Express go up a deuce here. Swinging strike to Yeager. Now the Miller Express, underdogs if ever there was one. And you know, that best of 3 series, not much margin for error. Best of 5 series or best of 7. You know, you got to predict berries all day in that scenario, but best of 3. Moose Jaw's got some bats in their lineup. Offensively, they match up okay with Saskatoon. Strike 3, got him. Miller Express scrape 1 across the plate. Bottom of the second inning coming up. It's 2-0 Mills here on Flow Sports. Bottom of the second, 2-0 lead for the Miller Express. William Edwards coming into this game 3 RBI and 3 doubles away from breaking WCBL records. He's only 2 RBI shy now after he cashed in Wallachek in the first inning. Righty-on-righty matchup here as Jose Ayala, Rydell Adair, and Luis Ayala due up for the 57s here in the bottom of the second inning. Miller Express 2 runs on the strength of 4 hits thus far, and the 57s looking for their first base runner, Joe Gutierrez. Pitch number 9 of his afternoon. He only needed 7 to get through the first inning. Ayala fouls that down the third base line. Jose Ayala, 265. Joe Gutierrez deploys the seductive high heat. And Jose Ayala with a big cut. 2-2 count here on a hot, muggy Sunday afternoon. Oh, and Jose, stray slider gets away from Gutierrez and hits Jose in the bucket.
Now batting, sponsored by Fraternal Order of Eagle Swift Current.
2-2 slider, no malice intended there. Now Rydell Adair, who hits from the left side of the plate, digs in as the 57s have their first base runner of the afternoon. Jose Ayala takes one in the bucket, and he's on at first. Jose Ayala, 1 for 6 in the stolen base department this year. Fastball down to Rydell Adair. One. Gutierrez trying to get Adair to chase just off the plate there. Like that pitch righty on lefty. Just missing on the outside. See if he tries that spot again. Yeah, quite outside that time. 3-1. Rydell got to be sitting on fastball here, and he swings and misses. Three-two. Ground ball potential for 2 here. 6-3. Nice play by Wallachek. Things get gritty as Ayala collides with Wallachek, but they shake hands and recognize that that's just part of the game. 2 down. Now Luis Ayala to the plate. Two out and nobody on in the bottom of the second. Gutierrez. Missing down and away, and it's a 3-0 count to Lewis Ayala. Lewis hitting .313 on the year. Fastball in. Lewis takes his base, and that'll bring Trig Mapes to the dish. .254 average on the year. Inside to Mapes. That got, yep. That got him. Second hit batsman of the inning. So local product Ethan Bailey now. Ground ball. Hit to short, bobbled it short, and recovered in time, and they get the force at second. And that'll do it for the Swift Current 57s, who make a little bit of noise but aren't able to plate anyone in the bottom of the second here. No runs on no hits. Couple left on base. 2-0 Moose Jaw heading to the top of the third here on Flow Sports.
No runs, no hits, no errors.
Pacey Phillips leading off for the Miller Express, who are going to go 9-1-2 here in the third. Phillips out of the big city of Robert, Saskatchewan. Two and one. Nice breaking ball. Oh. Three-one count. Phillips hitting .306 on the year. 15 hits and 49 at bats. 3-1 count. Lefty on righty. And ball four. Phillips takes his base. First walk issued by Rodriguez.
Now batting the shortstop, number 13, Ben Wallace-Check.
As Ben Wallace-Check singled, stole, and scored in the first inning. Will Edwards bringing him home. Edwards now 2 runs batted in, shy of a league record. Caleb Warden had 66 RBI in 2019, 64 right now for Edwards. He's on deck. Nobody out. Runner on at first. There may very well be some ducks on the pond for him here. Two 0 count. 3-0 now with that pitch in the dirt. Rodriguez is going to have to battle back here. And a bounce pass to Prychek. Runners on at first and second.
The designated hitter, number 27, Williams Edwards.
And the league's most prolific RBI guy digs in now. If he can hit for extra bases and bring both these guys in, he's tied the league record. He's 2 shy. Won this game thus far. It's a fastball no-doubter for strike 1. Breaking ball, nice pitch. Well, if Giancarlo can keep throwing that righty on righty, anyone who hits from the right side of the plate could be in for a long afternoon. If he can get good command of that curveball going. 0-2 the count here. Both runners in motion. Ground ball hit to first. Unassisted put out by Luis Ayala. 1 down here. 2 advance. And another tough out in Austin Gurney, who's 0 for 1 this afternoon. And a stray breaking ball into the shoe of Gurney is going to load the bases with 1 away here.
Now batting, the catcher, number 15, Andy Rivas.
That'll bring Andy Rivas to the plate. And the Miller Express with an opportunity to blow things open here with the bases loaded and only 1 down. Comebacker. They get the force at the plate. Oh, big fan of that. The 1-2-3 double play. Huh. 57s get themselves into trouble, and then they get out of trouble. Bottom of the third coming up, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Moose Jaw Miller Express here on Flow Sports. 9-1-2 due up for the 57s. Hudson Unger, Silas Hilton, and Casey Prychek on the agenda for Joe Gutierrez in the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Gutierrez inducing a ground ball. 4-3 put out, and that'll do it for Unger.
Now batting, sponsored by ACT Swift, the left fielder, number 25, Silas Hilton.
Silas Hilton, who's 0 for 1 tonight, digs in. Pacey Phillips putting together that 4-3 put out moments ago. First pitch fastball to Hilton, called strike. Pitch in the dirt, 1-1. Slider stays up. Joe Gutierrez not in a hurry to get through this one. And third hit batsman of the game for Gutierrez is Silas Hilton wears a stray fastball.
Now batting, sponsored by the City of Swift Current, the catcher, number 15, Casey Prychek.
Prychek, ground ball. Phillips, 4-3 put out. Prychek thrown out. However, runner advances to second base. So Silas Hilton in scoring position, and Wilmer Enriquez, who, as of this moment, leads the league in home runs with 13 at the plate. Wilmer representing the tying run. Fastball up and in. Contact made, foul ball. 0-1 the count to Wilmer here. 57s, it sounds like they're going to end the season playing 55 games. They had that home rainout against the Lethbridge Bulls. There was some talk of trying to shoehorn that in on Tuesday, but Lethbridge, who have to open the playoffs on Wednesday in Sylvan Lake, you can understand why they wouldn't want to make their way to Swift to play that one. And no ramifications in the standings. Just sucks for Swift, lost gate, but yeah. Yeah, all good, man. The 2-2, and Enriquez fouls that off. Enriquez has taken some swats at the high Ched, so Joe Gutierrez up and in. Good take from Wilmer. 1-2 the count now with 2 away. Good take from Wilmer. Deuce is wild now. And hit batsman number 4 for Joe Gutierrez, as Wilmer wears one in the wrist. And home plate umpire is suggesting that that went off the knob of the bat and not the wrist of Wilmer Enriquez. Wilmer in some degree of pain out there. Fourth hit batsman for Gutierrez. No malice, I believe, between these teams here. Just missing up and in arm side rather frequently. So Enriquez takes his base with 2 down. There's 2 down here in the bottom of the third.
Sponsored by Living Sky Casino, the center fielder number 1, Jose Ayala.
And now Jose Ayala with a turn. Jose, one of those 4 hit batsmen in this game. Wore 1 the last time he was up. Two on and 2 out. Backstop fodder by Ayala. High fastball. That was the 40th pitch from Joe Gutierrez. He only needed 7 to get through the first inning. 1-1. Breaking ball. And strike 2. One-two count. Pitch down and away. Good take from Jose. Deuce is wild now. Two. Ayala jammed. Two pitch. Hit a mile up in the air. Right fielder, second baseman, and center fielder converge, and Estrada in right makes the catch. Oh, and that'll do it for the 57s. They get close. No runs on no hits, no Miller Express errors, and a couple hit batsmen left out on base. Top of the 4th coming up. Still a 2-0 lead for the Miller Express here on Flow Sports.
No hits, no errors, 2 men left on after 3 innings completed.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus 2 weekly shows including the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday, and also the WCBL Game of the Week pregame show leading right up to game time every Thursday night. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
You're the man, Clark. Robert Estrada leading off for the Miller Express, 1-0 count. Who do we got due up here? Estrada, Martin, Alberg. Breaking ball. Just off the plate. 3-1 count here. Estrada will look to besmirch a potential 3-1 heater here. Strike called. Nice pitch from Rodriguez. Just catching the southern portion of the strike zone there. Full count now. Nobody out. Buzzed his control tower. Fastball up and in. Leadoff guy on for the Miller Express. Jackson Martin, who's 1 for 1 with a run scored. Estrada in motion. Prychek on time, on target. Bang! Estrada caught stealing. One down. Base runner erased. Good job by Prychek and Mapes. The 1-1. And Jackson Martin out of Grand Coulee, Saskatchewan. Swings at the high breaking ball. Mapes. 6-3 put out for out number 2. Bit of a frustrating at bat for Martin there. As you could tell, he felt that the strike zone was a little chubby. Grounding out as he took a cut at a fastball about letter height. Abe Alberg. 1 for 1. The 1-0. Curveball. Oh, great pitch from Rodriguez. Yep, playoffs starting this upcoming week. 57's not part of the playoff picture. Moose Jaw is. They got that round 1 matchup with Saskatoon. If I'm Moose Jaw, I'm going into that one just ready to have some fun. You're definitely the underdog. And yet that best of 3 format is a great equalizer. Strike 3 got him looking. And that'll do it for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Nothing doing, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left out there. Giancarlo walks a guy, but then they throw him out stealing. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and it's still a 2-0 lead for the Miller Express here on Flow Sports. Welcome back to WCBL action here at Mitchell Field. Ryan Schweitzer bringing you the play-by-play between the Moose Jaw Miller Express and the Swift Current 57s. Rydell Adair, Luis Ayala, and Trig Mapes due up for the hometown 57s, doing the black jerseys with the orange trim and the white pants. Taking on the Miller Express, they're doing the yellow tops with the gray pants. Ooh, it's the humidity that gets you today in Swift. 25 degrees Celsius, but with the Humidex, it feels like 30, which puts things over 80 degrees Fahrenheit. As Rydell Adair gives Joe Gutierrez a long strike with that foul ball towards the right field fence. Yeah, for some of the folks listening down south, 80 degrees Celsius, that's, or 80 Fahrenheit. That's just a routine day for you, but that's a little spicy for us prairie folk. 1-2 the count to Adair. Adair strikes out. One down in the bottom of the fourth.
Saskatchewan, the first baseman, number 8, Luis Ayala.
Ayala walked his last time up. 2 strikeouts to 1 walk by Joe Gutierrez, starting pitcher for the Miller Express out of Tacoma, Washington. The 2-0. Fastball's up. 3-0 count to Lewis. Miller Express not giving Ayala much to work with this afternoon, and maybe that's a little bit by design. Lewis is a weapon, and he's walked in 4.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 18, Trig Mapes.
Mapes wore one his last time up. Fastball up and in that grazed the uni and put him on at first. Ground ball potential for 2 here, 6-4. And the Miller Express turn 2. And that'll do it for the 57s in the bottom of the 4th. Top of the 5th on the way. The visiting Miller Express in yellow up at Deuce here on Flow Sports.
Maintenance, visit tomsyards.ca. Leading off for the Moose Jaw Miller Express, the first baseman, number 26, Jackson Yang.
Just enjoyed one of the WCBL lagers. Great day for it. Cold beer on a hot day at the ballpark. The official Grand Slam Premium Lager by Pile of Bones Brewing Company. 4% alcohol. Available at WCBL ballparks. The land of the living skies is never livelier than when baseball is being played on it. The Woodbat Western Canadian Baseball League is a spring loaded with collegiate talent. Pitchers launch hope towards the home plate while batters put their educated guesses to the test and outfielders grow long shadows in the grass. As the uniforms collect well-earned dirt stains, the sporting tapestry welcomes ballpark smells and tastes. None better than a cold lager on a warm summer night, so says the beer can. That is just damn poetic. Pitch off the plate. Jackson Yeager at the plate now, out of Omaha, Nebraska. 1-2 count, swings defensively, feeds the backstop monster, and count remains 1-2. Giancarlo Rodriguez, 66 pitches thrown this afternoon. We're in the top of the fifth inning, nobody out here. Yeager leading off. The 1-2. Oh. Foul ball into your living room. Count remains 1-2. Pacey Phillips on deck, and then it's the top of the order in Wallachek. William Edwards, 2 runs batted in shy of the league record, number 27 for the Miller Express, who's hitting second in their batting order. He's got 1 knock tonight. Came into this game 3 shy, now just a couple down. We'll see if we see Edwards here in this 5th inning, top of. Giancarlo. Oh, strike 3, the seductive high. Ched takes care of business.
That's another Anderson and Company law firm strikeout for Giancarlo Rodriguez. Now batting the second baseman, number 9, Pacey Phillips.
Pacey Phillips. One down, nobody on. Phillips jammed. It's going to be a tough play for Mapes. 1 hopper. And close. Not able to squeeze that as Ayala at first, and I think Phillips may have legged it out anyway. So Ben Wallace-Check now digging in. 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Goes through his pre-at-bat routine here. Pitch is sent into the backstop. Runners in motion. Throw is on time, on target. Rydell Adair tags the runner and tackles him. And Phillips erased from the equation. There's now 2 away. Throw took Adair off the bag. He applied the tag and then lost his footing and landed on the base runner. Put Rydell in the Rough Riders secondary. Actually, no, don't make any adjustments with the Rough Riders. They're doing fine, uncharacteristically. CFL, kind of a big deal up here, and especially in years where the Riders are 7-1 in their first 8. Saskatchewan Roughriders, CFL team based out of Regina, winning in Montreal, winning with authority in Montreal last night. Legend has it Montreal is a tough sports city to win in because it has an unreal nightlife that can end up being detrimental to on-field success if you arrive a day early. In any event, strikeout, Wallachek strikes out to Giancarlo Rodriguez. That'll do it for the top of the fifth. Bottom of the inning coming up. It's still a 2-0 lead for the Miller Express here on Flow Sports. New pitcher for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. They're going to deploy right-hander Josh Bourbeau out of Bonnyville, Alberta. Just finished his freshman year at Bismarck State. 1-1 on the year with a 9.47 earned run average. 18 strikeouts to 16 walks. 19 innings pitched in 14 appearances. So the righty Bourbeau comes in. Joe Gutierrez, 4 innings of work. No earned runs on his watch. Struck out 2 and walked 2. Hit 4 guys of the 16 that he faced. So Bourbeau coming on in relief, 5'9" right-hander. His first assignment is going to be Ethan Bailey, who's hitting 8th in Swift's batting order. Bailey, Unger, Hilton. Ethan Bailey, who just graduated high school a few weeks ago, digging in now. Bailey headed to Garden City Community College. Called strike to Ethan. 0-1 the count. Breaking ball. Just stayed up, just above the belt. 1-1 the count. Two 2-0 lead for the Miller Express. Bourbeau trying to get that curveball under control here. Just missing up again. And a 2-1 count. Fastball. Fouled off. I don't think that's going to be playable. Nope, no one able to get to it in time. Nice little Sunday crowd on hand here for the penultimate game of the season. Oh, there's a shot from Ethan Bailey. Line drive into right field. Take 2, go 2. Yep, bobbled in right field by Estrada. Good base running by Ethan Bailey. Got himself a double. Putting himself into scoring position. That'll bring Hudson Unger to the plate. Unger got his first hit in Moose Jaw of his career. 57's playing their last 2 in the fabled Friendly City before returning to Swift on this afternoon. 8-7 loss last night. First game in Moose Jaw, there was much more of a difference on the scoreboard. 0-1 the count. First and third with their toes on the grass here with nobody away. Called strike to Hudson. 0-2 here. Bourbeau going right after him. Top of the order, and Silas Hilton on deck. The 0-2. Fastball up and out. Good take from Unger. Two pitch. And another good take from Unger. Full count pitch. And a good take. And a walk for Hudson Unger. The Unger taker takes first. Well, and don't look now. Silas Hilton representing the go-ahead run. Makes his way to the plate. 57's down a couple. Nobody out. Runners on at first and second. Moose Jaw with some capable hands in their infield. You don't want to give him a potential double play ball here. Oh, and Silas showing bunt. Pitch drops out of the zone. With nobody out and runners on at first and second, or the 57's going to try a little small ball here. 1-0. Silas going to swing away here. Just above the belt, 2-0. Yep, Silas thinking about getting a bunt down. That pitch missing down. 3-0 count to Hilton. Ethan Bailey double to right field. Hudson Unger walked moments ago, and it's a 3-0 count to Silas Hilton. Josh Bourbeau, 3-0. Off the plate, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Silas Hilton. Pitching coach for the Miller Express, Dustin Mulligan's going to go have a powwow on the mound here. Bases loaded, nobody away. Miller Express leading by 2, but that lead suddenly in jeopardy. Casey Prychek, the 57's catcher, hitting 187 on the year. But bases loaded, nobody out. Casey, 12 runs batted in on the year. Wilmer Enriquez is on deck. The league leader in home runs. Gotta have more cowbell.
Sponsored by the City of Swift Current, the catcher, number 15, Casey Prychek.
Casey Prychek. Base hit could tie this one. Bourbeau. Line drive. That ball bouncing through the infield, and Ethan Bailey's going to come in to score. Casey Prychek, too hot to handle. And the 57s get on the board here in the bottom of the 5th. And that loads the bases for Wilmer. Well, here we go. Nobody out, bases loaded, and we get to the heart of the order with Wilmer Enriquez, Jose Ayala, Luis Ayala waiting in the wings. Breaking ball, drops low. 1-0 count to Wilmer. Fouled straight back.
Yes, that's another Blues Automotive Group foul ball. Running, get that ball and bring it back to the merch booth to get a loony.
A loony. 1-1. Wilmer not agreeing with that strike 2 assessment. 1-2 pitch. Off the plate significantly, 2-2. Hudson Unger representing the tying run at third base. It's going to be a full count to Enriquez. Can the 57s put up a crooked number and tie things up here? Walk ties the game. Full count. Enriquez hit to center field. Hit back, back, back. It's off the wall. One is going to come in to score. They pumped the brakes on the runner at third. There was some uncertainty as to whether or not Gurney would be able to make that catch in center field. It was over his head, landing on the warning track. And ample time for Hudson Unger to scurry home and touch home plate. Bases remain loaded, and Jose Ayala with the score all tied up at 2 and but 1 away. And Bourbeau's evening is done, as the Miller Express go to the bullpen. Landon Zaire out of Kitchener, Ontario. Freshman out of McCook will come into deal here. 0-3 on the year. This will be his 13th appearance. He started 3 games. 24-24 strikeout to walk ratio. So 26 innings pitched, 24 strikeouts and walks.
Now pitching for the Moose Jaw Miller Express, number 23, Landon Zaire.
Bourbeau not able to record an out. 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Walked 2, faced 5. So Zaire coming in, trying to get the Miller Express out of a bit of a jam. We're all tied up at 2 here with the bases loaded and nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll be back after these messages. All right, Landon Zaire's ready to go. Jose Ayala. 0 for 1 this afternoon. Bases loaded, nobody out, 57s. now leading 3-2. Ayala. That's going to bring a run in as it falls in front of the right fielder. Silas Hilton in to score.
Now batting, sponsored by Fraternal Order Beagle Swift Current, the second baseman, number 9, Rydell Adair.
Hey, are you guys sure we got 4 runs? Sorry, just in-venue scoreboard says 4-2, but I only think we've scored 3 here. Yeah, it's only 3-2. Rydell Adair. Potential for 2 here, 4-6. And unable to turn 2, and a run comes in to score. Now it's 4-2. There we go.
Now batting, sponsored by Tourism Saskatchewan, the first baseman, number 8, Louis Sayala.
Rydell Adair puts the ball into play, reaches on a fielder's choice, and brings in the run. Ayala singles and brings in Enriquez. And now it's a 5-run inning for the 57s here in the bottom of the 5th. We know that Swift is capable of that big inning, and we're seeing it here as Trig Mapes digs in. Five-2 lead here. Runners on at first and second. Only 1 down. Fastball up and in. Swing and strike. Mapes chasing out of the zone. 1-2 count now with 1 away here. Nice little crowd at Mitchell Field for a Sunday afternoon. A merciful breeze blowing in now. Spicy up here in the broadcast booth. We're sweating like Richard Simmons up here. Runner at second is out. They get the 4-6 put out. Runners on the corners. Fielder's choice reach for Trig Mapes and Rydell Adair at third base. And now Ethan Bailey digging in for his second at bat of the inning. Looks like Eric Marriott making his way out of the Miller Express dugout to have a conversation with crew chief Mike Richards here. Can see him just above the pitcher's mound.
Now batting the designated hitter number 31, Ethan Bailey.
Well, Ethan Bailey, his second at bat of this 5-run fifth. Blasted a double into right field to get this party started. Does the local product have another hit in his back? Jammed and fouled into the backstop. Nothing in one the count. The 0-1. Bailey again jammed. Fouled over top of the beer booth. A lot of Moose Javians making the trip for this one. Plenty of yellow in the stands today. Hope they all enjoy their time here in sense-making city of Swift. 0-2 to Bailey. Bounce pass into Rivas. Blocks that one with the belly. A little slow getting up. Two down, two on. Trig Mapes opportunistically stealing second. Bailey. Hey, 2 hits this inning for Bailey. He's going to knock in Rye Deladare. And it's a 6-run fifth for the 57s as they find some offense. And now Hudson Unger, his second at bat of the inning. Unger walked and scored. Number 9 hitter in the batting order. Six-2 lead for the 57s. Runners on the corners. Unger hit deep. And in center field, the catch is made by Gurney. And that'll do it for the 57s. Six runs on 7 hits. No Miller Express errors and a couple left out there. 6-2 Swift heading to the top of the 6th here on Flow Sports. Boom, boom. Giancarlo Rodriguez back to work for the 57s. 5 innings of work thus far, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, has struck out 5 and walked 3. Giancarlo with a little run support. Will Edwards, Austin Gurney, and Andy Rivas due up for the Miller Express. You know, Giancarlo Rodriguez, it's often said that the team is a reflection of the coach, and you know, I remember watching 57's head coach Rudy Estrella when he played for the Regina Red Sox in this league back in the day. And yeah, definitely some similarities between Rudy and this young man on the mound right now, and similarities beyond the hometown of the Bronx and the Dreadlocks, but both kind of smaller guys with big velo. Coach Estrella may be seeing a bit of himself in Giancarlo Rodriguez here. 2-0 count here. Edwards trying to get himself immortalized in league history. He's 2 RBI shy of the league record and 3 doubles away from history as well. He launches one to center field, and it's a one-hopper in front of Jose Ayala. Single for Edwards. Top of the 6th inning, nobody out. Austin Gurney, 0 for 1 this afternoon. Breaking ball. Oh, nice curveball. I don't want to be the broadcaster sitting up here saying, where'd that miss, but look good. 1-0 count, though. Goes back to it. Gets the benefit of the doubt this time around. 1-1 to Gurney. The Gurn dog. The Gurninator. The Campbell River Ripper, if you will. Fastball. He's going to induce a foul ball.
We're going to get that ball and bring it back to the merch booth to get a Looney.
One, two. Breaking ball. Gurney fouls that off. One-two pitch, and the Gurninator fouls that one off. Oh, and that one hit right along the first base line, and that's going to be a Gurnificent double. Miller Express sending Edwards home, sending the runner home. And Austin Gurntacular with the stand-up triple. Miller Express put their 3rd run on the board. Yeah, just a high-velocity ground ball. About 6 inches the right side of the first base line. Extra base hit into the right field corner of Mitchell Field. And 57's assistant coach Sean Lee with his massive hands are going to head out to the pitcher's mound here. .57's prepping a lefty in their bullpen. Looks like Keegan Christ-Manson is limbering up. Nobody out. Runner on at 3rd. Catcher Andy Rivas at the plate now. Foul ball down the third base side. Giancarlo making sure that everything is feeling just right. Tightening up the shoes a little bit. Oh, 2 count to Rivas. Breaking ball. Curveball missing up and in. Robert Estrada on deck. The 1-2. Fastball up and out. Evening things up at 2 here. Two. Curveball. Swatted at. Wilmer Enriquez trying to make a diving play at third, and a run will come in to score on the base hit. And the Miller Express narrow the debt to 2 here.
Now batting, the full-line beer batter, the right fielder, number 7, Robert Estrada.
And the Miller Express making a little bit of hay here. Third time through the order against Giancarlo. Nice curveball. Ground ball. And again, past the outstretched glove of Enriquez. Single through the 5-6 gap, advancing the base runners. 57's still looking for an elusive first out here in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 2, Jackson Martin.
Jackson Martin, who's 1 for 2 with a run scored, native of Grand Coulee, Saskatchewan. Grand Coulee, just a little bit west of Regina, north of Highway 1. It's pretty much a local kid here for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Moose Jaw and Regina only about a half-hour rip from each other. 1-1 the count to Martin. One and one. Fastball 1-2. Curveball, strike 3, got him. Martin sitting on fastball. And out in front of it.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 14, Abe Albert.
Abe Alberg, 1 for 2. Giancarlo Rodriguez, 6 strikeouts this afternoon. Alberg, one of them. Curveball. It's not going to be playable. Foul ball. Plenty of seagulls flying around Mitchell Field beyond right field. A lot of rain overnight stirring up the bugs. And I think seagulls and other types of birds like eating bugs. So they're out and about, enjoying a little all-you-can-eat action. Big bird watching guy. Out in front of that curveball is Alberg, as his bat snapped into the vacant air after that pitch from Rodriguez. Two-two pitch, runners on first and second. Fastball just off the plate. .100 pitches thrown by Rodriguez. Keegan Christmanson continues to warm up. Fly ball, right field, and that's going to get to the wall. One is going to score. They're going to send home the second guy here. Play at the plate could be close here. And sliding in ahead of the tag is Estrada. And we got us a slugfest here in Swifty. 57's put up 6 in the bottom of the 5th. The Miller Express respond with 4 in the 6th to tie this game up. And here comes Kenny Jinks, and with more than 100 pitches on that right arm of Giancarlo Rodriguez, you have to wonder if it's Keegan Christmanson time. And that'll be it for Giancarlo. 5 1/3, 10 hits, 6 runs, struck out 6 and walked 3. Keegan Christmanson in to make his second appearance of the season. High school aged AP for the 57s. Worked an inning in that 7-1 loss to the Medicine Hat Mavericks a few nights ago. Struck out 1, 3 up, 3 down.
Now pitching for the Swift Current 57's number 39, Keegan Christmanson.
Keegan Christmanson, his first assignment is going to be Jackson Yeager out of Omaha, Nebraska, who's 0 for 2 and struck out twice facing Giancarlo Rodriguez.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 26, Jackson Yeager.
So a lefty pitcher, righty hitter matchup to welcome Keegan Christmanson to this game. 1 down, runner on at second. Number 8 hitter in Yeager with Pacey Phillips on deck. First pitch fastball just off the plate. Pitch just above the belt, 2-0. Three out to Yeager. Yeager makes Chris Manson throw him a strike, and Keegan obliges. 3-1 now with one down. The 3-1. Full count. Hit to left. Silas Hilton, 2 away.
Now batting the second baseman, number 9, Pacey Phillips.
Number 9 hitter is Pacey Phillips. Base hit could give the Miller Express the lead here. It's been a 4-run inning thus far for Moose Jaw. Can Keegan Chris Manson silence the attack? Deals a strike. Previous at bat to Yeager. Chris Manson falling behind 3-0, battling back, getting the out. Nothing in 2, the count. The 0-2. Ground ball. Right Elader. 4-3, put out. Yeah, they got it. Almost took Luis Ayala off the bag, but Lewis able to keep his toe on the bag. A bit of a tough one for the 57s. They give up 4 runs on 5 Miller Express hits, no errors, and 1 left out there. 6-6, heading to the bottom of 6 here on Flow Sports.
Let's hear it for our fan. Get ready for some more baseball. Now pitching for the Moose Jaw Miller Express, number 43, Jet Hutchinson.
Juan Almonte on instant game host duty, and he's lighting it up. He's having one hell of an afternoon. Jet Hutchinson in to pitch for the Miller Express. This will be his 4th appearance of the year, 5 innings of work. He struck out 1 and walked 2, 5.40 earned run average. 3 earned runs in his 5 innings of work. Sidearm delivery coming from about 9 o'clock to Silas Hilton here. Top of the order for the 57s, Hilton, Prychek, Enriquez. 6-6 the score, bottom of the 6th inning. Hutchinson, local kid, off the plate with that sidearm pitch. 2-0 count. Fastball for strike 1. Big inning coming up. Get your popcorn. 2-2 count on the take by Hilton. Silas just taking pitches, full count. The 3-2. Hilton rockets off the bat head. Hit deep, hit back. And it's a home run for Silas Hilton. Oh, his last name is Hilton, and Hutchinson just checked into the Heartbreak Hotel. Silas, whammo! 7-6 Swift. Great at bat for Hilton. Kept the sword sheathed. Took 5 pitches, and on the 3-2, bam!
Now batting, sponsored by the City of Swift Current, the catcher, number 15, Casey Prychek.
Oh, this is fun. How was the slugfest here? Swift puts up 6, Moose Jaw puts up 4. Swift responds, and Prychek wears one. Hutchinson, his windup, you think that he's going to go submarine with it, just with his mechanics of his windup. You're almost expecting him to be a bit of a knuckle scraper, but then the arm angle just kind of changes and then comes at you from 9 o'clock. That sidearm delivery. Deception and trickery. Casey Prychek wore one moments ago, hit by that pitch. And now Wilmer. Oh, Wilmer just missed. He's going to pop it up to the pitcher, and that'll be the first out of the bottom of the 6th. Oh, Wilmer just missed.
Now batting, sponsored by Living Sky Casino, the center fielder, number 1, Jose Ayala.
Belt-high fastball, happens. Jose Ayala, who's 1 for 2 with a run batted in. Nice pitch from Hutchinson. I liked it, right at belt level. A few umpires in the stands. Thinking he was up a bit on that one. Well, they're handing out the chicken sandwich coupons after that tank by Silas. Two and one. And just above the belt to Jose. 3-1 count here. Jose hoping for something chubby here. Hitter's count. Boom. That could be trouble. Could be extra bases. Yep, puts it in the gap in right center. Casey Prychek being sent home. Jose will stand up with the double. Prychek touches home plate. No way, Jose! RBI double. And that'll put Swift up a deuce.
Now batting, sponsored by Fraternal Order of Eagle Swift Current, the second baseman, number 9, Roydell Adair.
And Hutchinson might be on a short leash here as Eric Marriott, not the pitching coach, the head coach coming out, and that might do it for Hutchinson here. Yep. Mills are going to go to the pen. Tough one for Hutchinson, third of an inning. 2 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. No strikeouts or walks.
Now pitching for the Moose Jaw Miller Express, number 36, Jordan Bauer.
Jordan Bauer in to pitch. It's got a bit of a cheering section here. Bauer, this will be his 16th appearance. In his previous 15, he's worked 17 2/3 innings of work. Struck out 8 and walked 5. 2-0 on the year with a 9.17 earned run average. Right-handed pitcher out of Torrington, Alberta. Big boy, 6'3", 215. The 57s have seen him twice. Most recently on Canada Day. He worked 1 2/3 innings in a 13-2 Miller Express win. Swift hit him 8 times that game. He also pitched against the 57s in Moose Jaw on June 20th, worked an inning. 3 earned runs on his watch, allowing 1 hit, walking a couple. So the mathematics say that Swift has done okay against this guy in previous 2 meetings. Ooh. Look at these folks walking at the bottom of your screen. 57's jersey with a Regina Red Sox tarp. How do they make it work? Roydell Adair. Runner on at second, 1 down. Bauer trying to get his Miller Express out of trouble here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Fastball up. Two out to Rye. Deladair swinging strike. 2-1. Called strike to Adair, 2-2. Two. Fouled off by Roydell. Sixth pitch of this exchange with Adair about to be deployed by Bauer. Strike three got him. 2 away.
Now batting, sponsored by Tourism Saskatchewan, the first baseman, number 8, Luis Ayala.
Luis Ayala. One for one. Walked a couple times. Has an RBI. Oh, ball pops away from the third baseman. Swipe bag for Jose. And now Jose Ayala, 90 feet away from the 57's ninth run. Lewis will try to bring twin brother Jose home here. Righty-righty matchup. Swinging strike, 1-1. The 1-1. Lewis swinging at that pitch and then immediately regretting the decision to do so. One-two count. All right, Ayala. Oh, diving play by Yeager at first. Into the glove. Nice play. One is stranded. Two come in to score. Heading to the 7th inning, and the 57s leading the Miller Express 8-6 here on Flow Sports. Got to give a shout out to Swift Current 57's public address announcer and music guy Colin Powers. Dude is a mad scientist today with some of these jams. ABBA is never a bad call, ever, in any situation. You can bust out ABBA at a funeral and it's just going to induce happy tears and good memories of who we're celebrating. Never a bad call to play ABBA, which is spelt the same forwards and backwards. Keegan Christmanson on the mound for the 57s. Yeah, top of the order for Moose Jaw, Wallachek, Edwards, Gurney. Edwards warming up on deck, trying to get himself in the WCBL record book. 2 runs batted in shy of league best. I think you're wrong. One and one the count. Wallachek. Edwards 2 for 3 on the afternoon on deck. Wallachek 1 for 2 with a run scored. Has struck out once and walked once. Two. Strike 3, got him. Chris Manson. One down here in the top of the 7th. Will Edwards. Also 3 doubles shy of league record held by Aiden Stinnett of these Moose Jaw Miller Express. So no runners on for him. Not a ton of RBI opportunities, but if he can hit a double, that'll put him that much closer to history. 0-1 the count, working against Keegan Chris Manson, affiliate player. Fly ball, right field, and there's a double. So Edwards, now 2 doubles shy of the league mark. Towering fly ball to right field that landed about 1.5 feet the right side of the chalk line. Nope. We're going to pump the brakes on things here. Stray ball rolling in from the 57's bullpen where Jalen Gutierrez is going through his warm-ups here. Gurney 1 RBI this game, his 60th of the season. 2 top RBI guys in the league play for these Miller Express, Edwards and Gurney. Chris Manson, strike 1 in this exchange with the veteran from Campbell River. Oh, that buzzes the control tower of Chris Manson. However, Trig Mapes is there to put together a nice little 6-3. Good read on that by Mapes. A line drive up the middle, but he read it beautifully off the bat head and made a nice athletic play to get that in the glove and then take it on the run, baby. Like Speedwagon for the 6-3. 2 down, runner did advance to third. And now Andy Rivas. One and one. 21st pitch from Keegan Chris Manson, 14 for striker contact, 7 out of the zone. Strike 2 as Rivas out in front of that offering. 1 and 2. One, two. Towering fly ball. Trig Mapes is getting underneath that. So is Rye Deladare. And he makes the catch. And one is left stranded. No runs on one hit, no swift errors, and one left on base. We will stretch and be back with the bottom of the seventh with the Swift Current 57s leading 8-6 over the Moose Jaw Miller Express here on Flow.
One hit, no errors, one man left on after.
Thank you, Anaya and Ayrton, for leading the seventh inning stretch.
Leading off for the Swift Current 57, sponsored by Tourism Saskatchewan. The shortstop, number 18, Trig Mapes.
Trig Mapes leading off for the 57s, bottom of the seventh inning. Mapes, Bailey, Unger, 7, 8, 9er. Jordan Bauer continuing on the mound for the Miller Express, the fifth pitcher they've used this afternoon. Bullpen game for Eric Marriott and the Miller Express. 0-1 pitch to Mapes is off the plate by about 6 inches. 1-1 count here in the bottom of the seventh inning. 8-6 lead for Swift Current here. Glad you could join us wherever you may be tuning in from and whomever you may be cheering for. Moose Jaw postseason bound. 57's hosting Moose Jaw this afternoon, and they'll wind things down against the Weyburn Beavers tomorrow at home. Mapes. Wallachek, it's short. Rolls it in to Yeager. And a good job by Yeager. Scoop that up.
The designated hitter, number 31, Ethan Bailey.
Fielded awkwardly by Wallachek, but he was on time and on target. Ethan Bailey, number 8 hitter in the batting order. 2 for 3 with a run scored. Has an RBI. 247 average. Ground ball, Wallachek. Not able to squeeze that ground ball. Oh. And now Hudson Unger. Hard shot by Ethan Bailey. They're going to score him a hit. Hudson Unger. Fastball to 11 here. Nope. Runner checked at first. Bailey dirties up the uni. Unger. Oh, nice little oppo shot. Hudson Unger's second career hit.
Now batting, sponsored by
Nice little oppo slap for Unger. 2 on for Silas Hilton, who's 1 for 2 with a couple runs scored. Had that home run. Ground ball, hit to third. Potential for 2 here, 5-3. And that'll do it for the 57s. No runs on a couple hits. No Moose Javian errors, and 1 left out there. 7 innings in the books, top of 8 on the way. Still an 8-6 Swift Current lead here on Flow Sports. Jalen Gutierrez into deal for the 57s, his 11th appearance of the year. In his previous 10, 36 and 2/3 innings of work, struck out 23, walked 19, 3 and 4 on the year, with a 5.64 earned run average. I was just thinking to myself, it's been a minute since we've seen Jalen pitch here at Mitchell Field, and yeah, his last home appearance was July 3rd, going 6 innings and a 5-2 loss to the Okotoks Dogs. Since then, appearances in Weyburn, Medicine Hat, Regina, and Moose Jaw. So Jalen's first home field appearance in a minute.
Brought to you by Cable Hotel Steakhouse and Springs Garden Family Restaurant. Both locations offer a variety of menu options for the whole family to enjoy.
Keegan Chris Manson went 1 2/3 innings, allowing only 1 hit, striking out 1. Didn't walk anyone, faced 6. So another good appearance for Keegan Chris Manson. There's some tough outs in this Moose Jaw batting order. Brychek and Gutierrez having a quick convo. Estrada, Martin, Alberg due up for Moose Jaw. 5, 6, 7. Gutierrez, fastball, just a bit up. One-zero. Fastball right down the pipe from Gutierrez. Swift looking for their 11th W of the year. The 1-1. Ground ball, Mapes. Couldn't squeeze it. Low velocity ground ball that Mapes had to charge. Tough play. Jackson Martin now. Martin 1 for 3 with a run scored. Fastball from Gutierrez, missing up. Estrada 6 for 7, stealing bases. Runner on at first. Fastball from Gutierrez is above the belt. 2-0 count here. Inside. It's going to be a 3-0 count now to Martin. Martin likely going to make Gutierrez throw him a strike here. And Gutierrez obliges. The 3-1. Ball 4.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 14, Abe Alberta.
Top of the 8th inning and a couple on with nobody out. Jalen Gutierrez trying to get his team out of a bit of a jam here. Alberg shows bunt. Pulls away, ball 1. A little bit of barbecue smoke haze hitting the field here. It's good. Means they're selling burgers today. Alberg, the number 7 hitter in the batting order, showing bunt. Nobody out. Runners on at first and second. He'll try to get that bunt down again. Off the plate is Gutierrez. 2-0 count. Alberg still trying to get that bunt down. 2-1 the count. Looks like Ethan Bailey prepping in the 57's bullpen. Alberg pulls back on the bunt. It's a 3-1 count here. He gets it down. Save at third. And Alberg bunts his way on base. Force at third. Kenny Jinks out to appeal. And Kenny telling the whole plate umpire to talk to your base umps here, because I think he feels that they might have got that wrong. Or maybe it should have been a dead ball, because it looked like when Alberg made contact, from here, the ball bounced off the bat, went up and hit the bat a second time, which would be a dead ball in that situation. I think that's maybe what Kenny's appealing here, because I think the lead runner beat the throw at third. I don't think he's going to have much of an argument there, but should it have been a dead ball off the plate? And yes, that's the ruling. So Alberg Looks like he's going to have to head back and resume his at-bat here, yeah. Yeah, good appeal from Kenny. Yeah, as he tried to get that bunt down, should have been ruled a dead ball there. Full count. All right, 3-2 pitch. That was a gutsy 3-2 slider from Gutierrez and just missing inside to load the bases with a walk.
Now batting, pinch hitter number 25, Eduardo Sainz.
So Eduardo Sainz comes in to pinch hit where Jackson Yeager was in the lineup. Nobody out in the sacks juiced. And Sean Lee is going to make his way to the mound here and have a convo with the infield. So Jalen Gutierrez getting set to lock horns with Eduardo Sainz. Bases loaded, nobody out. First pitch from Gutierrez off the plate. 1-0 count. Good pitch from Gutierrez right over the dish. 1-1. Pacey Phillips on deck. Release point a little early that time around. Gutierrez, 2-1. And Eduardo Sainz fouls that straight back. Sainz hitting .287 on the year. He's got some power in his bat. 8 home runs to go with 38 RBI. Eric Marriott trying to tie this one in the twilight innings of this contest. Going to his bench and bringing in Sainz. 2-2. Just a bit off the plate. Full count. The 3-2. Fly ball. Everyone converging and no one able to get to it. Falls into shallow right field and scurrying home is Estrada. And the debt for Moose Jaws now 1 run as Eduardo Sainz, dying quail into no man's land.
the second baseman, number 9, Casey Phillips.
Phillips, back, and the native of Kerrobert, a grand slam home run. And with one swing of the bat, Pacey Phillips has altered the complexion of this baseball game. From 1 run down to a 3-run lead. Phillips' first home run of the year. So morale booster for Moose Jaw. And now up 11-8. That's tough. 5-run 8th inning for the Miller Express. And still looking for that elusive first out here. Line drive, just over the glove of Trig Mapes as Wallachek, his second hit of the evening. And now Will Edwards. 2 RBIs shy of a league record. And Kenny Jinks making his way out, and this may be time to bring in Ethan Bailey. Jalen Gutierrez, not his best outing. And enter Ethan Bailey. Bailey, this will be his 8th appearance. 7 innings of work this year. He struck out 8 and walked 3, 0-1 with a save and a 2.57 earned run average. The high school kid, Ethan Bailey, showing composure beyond his years in his previous appearances. And he'll try and stop the bleeding here in what's been a 5-run 8th inning for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. We'll let him get warmed up, and we'll be back shortly here on Flow Sports.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 27, Will Edwards.
Will Edwards. Runner on at first for him. Three for 4 with a run scored and 1 run batted in. And one of those hits was a double, yes, for Edwards. Wallachek trying to swipe a bag. And he dislodges the base from its mooring. Successful stolen base, and well, we're back in there without much incident. Don't have to bring the scoop. 0-1 the count to Edwards. Swipe bag for Wallachek. That's his 30th stolen base of the year. Yeah, I know heading into round 1 in that 1 versus 4 matchup in the East, the Saskatoon Berries and the Moose Jaw Miller Express. It's a best of 3 series, and most of the pundits are predicting Berries in 1. But don't sleep on these Miller Express and that best of 3 series. Talked about it earlier. It's a great equalizer. Does Saskatoon have more depth? Absolutely. Would Saskatoon be an absolute favorite in a best of 5 or a best of 7? Absolutely. But that best of 3, man. Wallachek stealing bases. Edwards and Gurney, who just drive in runs and hit bombs. Don't sleep on the Miller Express in round 1. Ground ball. Whiffed on at first. Wallachek comes in to score. Second RBI of the game for Edwards, 1 shy of the league record.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 39, Austin Gurney.
And it's 12-8. And Austin Gurney out of Campbell River, BC. Oppo. Foul ball. And the ruling is that that pitch hit Gurney. Casey Prychek, who was right on top of it, says no, it didn't. But so Gurney, who was 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI, takes first. Ruled a hit batsman, and now Sean Lee is going to appeal. Garth's got his popcorn. So nobody out. Top of the 8. Miller Express have put 6 on the board. Well, that definitely hit him. Fastball off the chain, and Rivas, he's going to need a moment. Rivas, I don't know if you can see on the right side of your screen, in some degree of pain. He took his base, but he's experiencing some difficulty at the moment. Robert Estrada, who led this inning off, his second at bat here. So the Miller Express go through the order in the 57th. Ugh, not able to get an out.
Kids, that's a Blues Automotive Group foul ball. Run and get that ball and bring it back to the merch booth to get a loony.
Long strike for Ethan Bailey. 1-2. Two and two. Bailey trying to get Estrada to chase out of the zone. Estrada 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored and a walk. 2-2. Oh, heads up. Ball flying off the bat head towards the Miller Express dugout. Two. Fouled off. Bailey battling with Estrada. Another foul ball. Three-two pitch. Ground ball. Potential for 2 here. Well, they'll get the out at first. A run will come in to score. 6-3 put out at first. Mills now put up a converted touchdown in the top of the 8th. Silver Linings, they got the beer batter out.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 2, Jackson Martin.
Now Jackson Martin, who's 1 for 3 with a couple runs scored and a walk. Empty bag at first. Swinging strike. The 0-1. Bailey tries to paint the outside corner righty on lefty. Just missed as Braxton Vale now warming up in the Swift bullpen. One. Now 2-1 count. Ground ball. Pinballing off Enriquez. Throw to first, not in time. They try a 5-6-3 to get the out there as that one off the glove. Not able to get the put out, and a run comes in to score.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 14, E. Goldberg.
An 8-run 8th. 1-2 the count. Alberg drilling that offering into the backstop, continuing to battle here with Ethan Bailey. Another foul ball into the backstop. Runners on the corners with one away here in the 8th. Strike 3, got him.
That's an Anderson and Company law firm strikeout for Ethan Bailey.
Ethan Bailey right around the plate with everything in that exchange with Alberg.
Hitter number 25, Eduardo Sainz.
Eduardo Sainz, who came in to pinch hit earlier this inning. This will be his second at bat of the 8th. Sainz 1 for 1 with a run scored and an RBI. (15-8). (1-1). Mapes charges, dispatches to first, 6-3 putout, and that'll do it for the Moose Jaw Miller Express. 9 runs on 5 hits, 1 Swift Current error, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 8th coming up, 15-8. Moose Jaw leads it here on Flow Sports.
9 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 1 base.
Dang.
And staying in the game and playing first base, number 25, Eduardo Sainz. Leading off for the Swift Current 57, sponsored by the City of Swift Current. The catcher, number 15, Casey Prychak.
Hey, why not? Swift down a converted touchdown. They have a 6-run inning earlier this game. Can do it again. 2-3-4 due up for the 57s. Prychek, Enriquez, and Jose Ayala. Prychek, 1-0 count. Wilmer Enriquez on deck. Jordan Bauer continuing to pitch for the Miller Express. Evan Derringer in to catch. Subbing out for Rivas, who had worn that pitch and was in some degree of difficulty. So Derringer in, and Eduardo Sainz is going to play first base. He pinched hit for Jackson Yeager and is going to stay in at first. Phillips at second base, Wallachek at short, Alberg at third, Martin, Gurney, Estrada, the outfield. Will Edwards, who came into this game 3 runs batted in shy of a league record, he's got 2 thus far. And he was 3 doubles shy of the league record as well. He has 1 double today. The record watch for Will Edwards. 2-1 the count here. Three and 1 now to Prychek. Bauer. Ouch. Catchers dropping like flies here for the Miller Express as Derringer experiencing some difficulty here. And the umpire is going to hand deliver this to the pitcher and give Derringer a moment to recover here. He's going to get some more balls from the bat boy. Another example of the mutual respect between umpires and catchers. As Blue giving Derringer a moment to shake it off here. Slowing things down as best he can. Full count now to Prychek. The 3-2. Popped up. F-bomb from Prychek. Wallachek ventures into the outfield grass and makes the catch 1 down.
Now batting, sponsored by Stadium Rewards, the third baseman, number 30, Wilmer Henriquez.
Wilmer Enriquez. Strike 1 with 1 down here in the bottom of the 8th. Ground ball. Fouled. The 0-2. And Wilmer wearing one in the elbow. And now it's Wilmer experiencing some degree of difficulty here. It's at least the 5th hit batsman today by the Miller Express on Swift. Wilmer getting looked at by Sean Lee and Kenny Jinks. And Wilmer will take his base. So 1 out for Jose Ayala. Yeah, and it looks like UGMI is going to come in to pinch run for Wilmer.
For the Swift Current 57s at first base, number 22, UGMI.
So UG coming in as Wilmer subs out. Stray fastball into the elbow.
Casino, the center fielder, number 1, Jose Ayala.
Runner on at first, 1 down. Good take by Jose. 1-0 count. Fouled off by Ayala. Runner checked over at first. UG dirties up the uni to stay safe. UG Imai into pinch run. Ground ball. Potential for 2 here. 4, 6, and 3. Miller Express turn 2. Bottom of the 8th done for the 57s. No runs, no hits, no errors. None left out there. Top of the 9th coming up, 15-8. The Miller Express lead it here on Flow Sports.
No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on after 8. Defensive change for the Swift Current 57, staying in the game and playing third base, number 22, Yuji Imai. Now playing at shortstop, number 9, right down with there, and now it's second, number 18, Trick Maze.
Braxton Vale into pitch for the 57s. Ethan Bailey working an inning. 2 hits, 3 runs. 2 of them are earned. Struck out 1, didn't walk any of the 7 batters that Bailey faced. Braxton Vale coming in. This will be his 4th appearance of the year. 4 1/3 innings of work. He struck out 7 and walked 2. No games of record. 8.3 earned run average for Braxton.
Leading off for the Boost Job Miller Express, the second baseman, number 9, Casey Phillips.
So Casey Phillips leading off for the Miller Express, who are going to go 9-1-2 in the top of the 9th. 15-8 lead. Moose Jaw up by a converted TD here. Right-hander Braxton Vale. Or pardon me, lefty Braxton Vale. Lefty on lefty here. And that's a great pitch, lefty on lefty, painting the outside corner. Moose Jaw saw Vale on June 20th. Pitched a third of an inning. Struck out 1. Only faced 1 batter, and he strikes out Phillips. Lefty on lefty, good stuff from Braxton. Top of the order. Wallachek now.
Now batting the shortstop, number 13, Ben Wallachek.
One 1-0. Wallachek thought about taking a hack at it. Vale just up on Wallachek, who's 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored, a walk, a couple bags as well. I believe stolen bases numbers 30 and 31 for Wallachek this afternoon. 2-1. Count to him. Three-one pitch. Full count here. Called strike. The 3-2. That's a fastball up. Putting one on for Will Edwards.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 27, Williams Edwards.
Runner on at first for Edwards. If he gets an RBI, he ties the league record. He's got 65 as of right now. Caleb Warden of the Lethbridge Bulls in 2019 had 66 knocks. Edwards 65 and counting. Thought about taking a hack at that offering. 1-1 the count. Aiden Stinnett of the Moose Jaw Miller Express holds the league record for doubles. 2014, he had 23. Edwards hit his 21st earlier this game. 1-2 the count here. Top of the 9th inning. One hopper into the chest protector of Prychek. Edwards. Whammo into the left field corner, and yeah, he's going to get another double here. And he's going to get an RBI too. Run comes in to score. Will Edwards has now tied the WCBL record for RBI. And one shy of tying the record for doubles with one swing of the bat. Got to witness a little bit of history here as Moose Jaw goes up 16-8.
Now batting the center fielder, number 39, Austin Gurney.
4 for 5 today. Austin Gurney with one down. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Fastball above the belt. Runner will advance to third. And ball 4 to Gurney.
Now batting, the catcher, number 30, Evan Derringer.
Evan Derringer will step in for his first at bat of the game. 57's assistant coach Sean Lee will make his way out and do a little bit of strategizing here. Looks like 57's are going to start prepping Juan Almonte. Strike to Derringer. The 0-2. Braxton Vale just missing down to Derringer. The 2-2. Strike 3, got him.
That's an Anderson and Company Law Firm strikeout for Braxton Vale.
Second out of the top of the ninth, and Robert Estrada,
Here batter, the right fielder, number 7, Robert Estrada.
who's 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Casey Prychek. Estrada. Fly ball. Right field. Hudson Unger. Third out. Miller Express get 1 run, 1 hit, no swift errors, a couple left out there. Bottom of the ninth coming up. The deficit is 8, 16-8. Moose Jaw leads it here on Flow.
Express, number 24, Christian Garcia.
Christian Garcia coming in to pitch for the Miller Express. This will be his 19th appearance of the year to lead the Miller Express in that category. 27 innings of work, 23 strikeouts to 10 walks. 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 saves, and a 7.33 earned run average. Jordan Bauer, 2 2/3, allowing 2 hits, no runs, nothing earned. Struck out 1, didn't walk anybody, faced 9. Bottom of the 9th, Rydell Adair leading off for Swift. Adair, Lewis Ayala, and Trig Mapes. Rally caps on. Garcia induces a ground ball. Hit to Eduardo Sainz, who flips to the pitcher. 3-1 put out, 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 8, Luis Ayala.
It's Lewis Ayala, bottom of the 9th. Nothing in 1 to Lewis. Ayala out in front of an off-speed pitch from Garcia. Let's go band. Garcia, another pitcher with a deceptive delivery. You think by his windup, again, that he might be going submarine, but yeah, another sidearm righty here. Pitch coming at you from 9 o'clock. The 2-2. Trig Mapes on deck. Full count, pitch misses inside. Three-two. Ground ball. Trying to make a diving play at third is Alberg. That's underneath him. And Ayala singles in the 5-6 gap to put 1 on with 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. .28 hits between these two teams. Mapes jammed, popped up. Shallow right field. Estrada, 2 away. 57's down to their final out, and it's Braxton Vale coming to the plate. Braxton's first at bat of the contest. Hitting where Ethan Bailey was in the lineup. Righty on lefty here. We'll see if Braxton can keep this one going. Luis Ayala is going to take second base uncontested. Swinging strike. 1-1 count. Vale buying what Garcia's selling here. The 1-2 pitch. Good take from Vale. Just missing down is Garcia. Deuce is wild now. Two. Fouled away. Deuce is wild. Garcia. "14 pitches and counting here on the bottom of the ninth. Give a shout out to Ethan Bailey in this one. He's on the bench now. 3 for 4 this game with a run scored and an RBI. And he also pitched an inning, allowing 2 hits, striking out 1. Full count. Did he go? Yes, he did. Drop third strike. They put him out at first. And that's the ball game. The Moose Jaw Miller Express on the strength of a 9-run 8th inning get out of Swift Current with a 16-8 win. Moose Jaw's 26th win of the year. They'll get to 26-29. And they're on a collision course with the Saskatoon Berries in round 1 of the WCBL playoffs. 57s have now lost 12 in a row. And their season will end tomorrow night, 7:05 first pitch, with the Weyburn Beavers coming into town. Thank you very much for joining us wherever you may have been tuning in from. Hope the rest of your Sunday is a good one. And if you're in Canada, hope you have a great holiday Monday. We'll talk to you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock at Mitchell Field. Good night from Swift Current.
Our player of the game tonight, going 2 for 4 with 2 RBI. Number 1, Jose Ayala. Heard the totals tonight. First for the Moose Jaw Miller Express, 16 runs on 17 hits. No errors. They left 7 runners on base. For the Swift Current 57s, 8 runs on 11 hits. 1 error. They left 9 runners on base. Winning pitcher tonight was Jordan Bauer. The losing pitcher was Daniel Gutierrez. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. And today's attendance, 279. Fans, we thank you for coming to today's game. We hope you get home safe